What's going on? It's My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Yesterday, April 13th, as you guys woke up, I brought you guys this on my Facebook page. 30 years old, Christian Ruiz, 2300 block of West Cermak in Little Village, West Side, Chicago. April 13th, 5:36 in the morning. I'm going to bring you guys this story. He had 3 young children in that car with them. Story's going to read, 3 children are uninjured as the driver is fatally shot in a crash in Little Village. They're going to say that the car pulled up alongside of them about 5:36 a.m. with 3 children in the car. Somebody in a dark colored vehicle pulled up alongside of them, started shooting, striking him in the chest. As he attempted to flee, crashed into that T-Mobile. That I'm going to bring you guys that right here. This is the T-Mobile out there. Everybody noticed exactly what I noticed. Cameras everywhere out there. This is the scene that played out yesterday morning that everybody drove past. Everybody was out there looking, trying to find out what's going on. It's 5:36 a.m. He had 3 kids in the car. He's probably taking them to a daycare, taking them to school, probably taking them home. But these killers have absolutely no remorse. How could you do that with this man, a family man, as it appears, while he has 3 kids in the car? I want to bring you out there to the scene. Check this. Everybody noticed what I noticed. Camera right there. And once you get, look at all these. Once you guys watch the first 48. That first 48 hours, nobody's in custody for this. That first 48 hours is critical to an investigation. And as you guys see, most of those episodes are shot in like New Orleans. Check out this, all these red light cameras. This red light camera judge told me, oh, that's real time, homeboy. We watch every move out there. Said, what? Y'all only sent me pictures. He said, no, I'll pull it up right here. You want me to pull it up? Bink, bink. That's your license plate. That's your car. That's you stopping and going. I said, but I stopped. But it's a stop and go. You didn't stop long enough. What? I stopped. He's like, oh, but you stopped, but you went. I'm like, look at my brake lights, dude. But anyway, he's like, hey, we watching in real time. We're watching everything. Just like that New York City bombing. They said, oh, we're going to bring up... we're going to have you in hours, homeboy. And everybody else was commenting, hey, if that was a cop, they'll have dude within minutes. Minutes. They'll pull up every surveillance camera. Oh, do you know this guy? You know this guy? You know this guy? Here's the suspect we're looking for. You see this guy? Call us. Police ain't released nothing. They have nobody in custody yet. Police ain't said a word. First 48 hours, they say, hey, if we don't get a lead within that first 48, we going to the public. Oh, help us out, y'all. We need help. We need this person caught. They could be out of the country. They can know we're looking for them. They could grab a flight about the country and be gone. They could be gone. Yesterday, also, April 13th, 2022. Tremaine Waterman, 49 years old. Chicago firefighters respond to a fire by 1 a.m. By 1 a.m., everybody thought it was a fire. When they got there, a body first reported as a death was due to fire. Everybody thought that was a fire. But as they investigated, they determined he had a gunshot wound to the head. It was a shocking turn of events, said the family of Waterman's mother, father, stepfather, and stepmother all gathered outside the building. His father was saying, I think it was like a dream. They're saying Waterman's father, Ronald, said he talked to his son that evening around 6:30 p.m. And when he failed to call back, he thought he had just gotten busy. Come to find out, this happened on the 7900 block, South Elizabeth, in the Autumn Gresham neighborhood, yesterday, April 13th. They say this man worked hard. And this is one of the points I want to get to. Hard working man. They say he worked 2 jobs. 49 years old. It don't look like he was into this silly sissified gangbanging. Hard working man that worked 2 jobs. Went to work to put food on his family's plate. worked hard every day, worked 2 jobs, and for something like this to happen. I want to bring you guys, I bring up the 2 jobs because Mayor Lori Lightfoot, she just can't seem to get it right. The city is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And as down my timeline, I see people, we don't know what's going on. Mayor Lori Lightfoot is accepting applications. Chicago mayor. She just announced several other programs where you get free mortgage, free rent, free utilities. She's giving a guaranteed income, a pilot program. She want to make this permanent. Oh, goodness, she's lost. Pick 5,000 people to receive $500 monthly. Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Somebody tagging this. When you just give it, if you don't want to work, if you don't move your feet, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, you should not eat. There's some people stuck in the mud and immigrants that come over here and with 365 days, they are financially free. 100% of those that walk over that border, within a year, they're financially free. I tell you why. They understand hard work. They understand if you don't move your feet, you don't eat. It's jobs everywhere. I went to a restaurant, they can't find cooks. I said, what? They said the managers had to do the cooking because they can't find cooks. These youngsters frown up at minimum wage because they see their parents or lack thereof not having to work. And where when you get it free, it holds them back. This is why a certain group of people are stuck in the mud, and the immigrants that come over here within a year are financially free. You see them fill up the schools. You see them fill up the jobs. You see them start businesses. You see them group economics to where they live in a household and they'll go to a house auction, buy houses cash. You don't see them at the clubs popping bottles. You don't see them buying $300 Jordans. You don't see them buying $1,300 iPhones. You see them working, making financially great decisions. You don't see them slaying down and having 8 kids by 8 different deadbeat dads and losers. Mayor Lori Lightfoot wants to reward those that make horrible mistakes. She wants to reward those that don't want to work, don't want to get a job. And therefore, $500 monthly checks. Here you go. On top of all the other handouts she's giving. On top of all that, story's going to read, with demand of $500 monthly checks expected to outstrip the $31.5 million available cash. She want to do a lottery of 5,000 participants. Oh, but there's a catch. You gotta be somebody that don't want to work. Yep. You also gotta be somebody that don't want to make great decisions. Today, 18% of our residents live in poverty. And 44% live just on the edge of poverty. One job loss, medical emergency away from financial peril. Over 200,000 Chicagoans live in extreme poverty. I think her heart's in the right place, but she doesn't have understand this. Understand this. Look at the facts. There's a certain group that's stuck in the mud. She can't seem to get it. Violence every day. I bring it to you every day. Murder after murder after murder after murder. Killing in these communities. Have you ever, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, have you ever thought to ask yourself why? You're making excuses. You try to say, it's because they're poor. But Mayor Lori Lightfoot, as a father, I understand when you just give your children and not make them make great decisions. We live in the richest country on the planet. Immigrants that come over here, they say, wait a minute, in my country, they say, Donald, I had to walk 4 miles just for running water. They say, so when I come here, I work 3 jobs. Wow. 3 jobs. Yeah. And now guess what? They own the job they started working at. They own the business. So when you just give something to somebody that don't want to work, don't want to do anything, then that makes them dependent on that. That's common sense. That's human nature, Lori Lightfoot. Have you noticed none of your programs ever worked? Never. Why do you think it'll work now? Then the children see that. They say, wow, my parent never worked, never had to work hard. I'm not going to. So guess what I'm going to do? I want it easy. How about I just sell dope? How about I just carjack somebody? How about I do nothing? How about I just eat? When those children wake up, if you don't want to work, when you wake up and go to that fridge, it should be absolutely empty. I bring you this because where do you think the violence come from? On this show, I talk about solutions. I talk about the problems. Most people are afraid to give it to you in the raw because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to. They want you to hear it's somebody else's. Accountability is something everybody is trying to escape. I don't try to escape it. I'm going to get straight to the root cause. And this problem only going to get worse. With this mayor and who we have in office right now. Oh, it comes back to the office because who you think perpetuates this? Who you think are giving away? And so now the people who do work hard, guess who will be working harder and getting less? The people that actually deserve it. The people that actually do better. The people that actually sacrifice every day like I do. That have to get up and work tirelessly every day. 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Sun up to sundown 7 days a week. Will be the ones that pay the price. It's actually better and more rewarding if you wake up and literally do nothing. Anyway, shout out to everybody sending me stories. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace.